The Bureau of Animal Industry assures that appropriate measures are already in place to prevent the entry of the dreaded African swine fever in the country. During the Senate Agriculture and Food Committee hearing on the ASF virus, BAI Director Ronnie Domingo said the government is implementing strategies dubbed as BABE's approach to prevent a local outbreak. Under the BABE's approach, importation of domestic and wild pigs, their meat products, and byproducts from ASF-affected countries are banned. Meanwhile, local hog raisers want a total moratorium on pork importation. Pao Requesto filed this report.
The country's swine producers are asking the government to expand the importation ban on pork products even from countries not affected by the African swine flu. During the Senate hearing on the ASF virus, hog raisers said such measure will protect their livelihood as the spread of the swine disease in the country is dreaded to wipe out the hog industry.
We are requesting, if it is possible, to have a temporary total ban on the importation of pork, even from countries that are not yet declared as ASF infected.
Since last year, the government has disallowed entry of domestic and wild pigs and their byproducts from several countries in Europe and Asia where there are reports of ASF outbreak. During the hearing, it was also discussed that there is an oversupply of imported pork meat and pork products in the country. The National Federation of Hog Farmers noted that there is a 300 million kilogram oversupply of pork, which is enough buffer of around 60 to 70 days.
Yung pambenta po ng January and February, karamihan po is nasa kanyang farm pa. Kung hindi man is they slaughter it and put it in a cold storage. Hindi po natin sinasabing ng kami po mga stakeholder is against kami sa mga imported kasi aminin naman natin na we are only 94 or 95% yung sufficiency natin. Kailangan pa rin po natin pero yung kakailanganin lang po.
However, the Department of Agriculture said it cannot implement a total importation ban, especially if there is not enough basis for it.
Wala po tayong legal reason, no? Lalo na kung nakaka-comply sila. Kung hindi sila nakaka-comply sa ating mga requirements, saka sa standards, hindi makapasa sa inspection natin, ay talaga meron tayong reason to ban them on a country-to-country basis.
Senator Mig Zubiri said he shares the sentiments of the hog raisers, but expanding the ban would not be feasible because of existing trade agreements. He, however, suggested forbidding pork products from neighbors of ASF-affected areas from entering the country.
Paano natin mabantayan kung may nakalusot na produkto galing dito sa mga lugar na ito? So, I would say the neighboring countries, we should put a ban on countries where there are ASF, African swine fever, but also on the neighboring countries.
The lawmaker also called for stricter coastal border control and airport inspection to prevent tourists and returning overseas Filipinos from bringing in infected pork products. Pauline Requesto for The Nation.